41% from beyond the arc as a team.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ezeli's checked in.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Seraphin kicks to Williams. That's good.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Here's Spates. It's rebounded by New York.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here's Williams. Calderon unable to get his shot to go. Here's Afflalo. And finally they hit one. Warriors trailed by 4. Livingston passes to Ezeli. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Barbosa's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
They swipe it. No luck. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Ezeli is out there with Green, and it's Rush in at the small forward position. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Anthony dishes to Calderon. Curry with some nice D. The Warriors trail. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Warriors. Here's Calderon, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Ezeli. And New York with a change here, too. Vujacic is checked in.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Kicks it to Lopez. Calderon against Curry. Lopez sets a screen for Calderon. Lopez drives in. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
Here is Calderon following the basket by Draymond Green. Calderon kicks to Vujacic. Stolen by Thompson. And now running up the court, Rush.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Here's Porzingis. And Thompson sends it back. And Rush kicks to Curry. Here's Thompson. No good off the front iron.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
They grab their own miss. Out to Anthony. Fires for three. Again, the miss by Anthony.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
And that one's good.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. As you mentioned, the Knicks very shy at going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic among a lot of things to their game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, think about this. The Knicks were last in the league in drives.
Oh!
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. Galloway kicks to Anthony. He dishes it to Seraphin. And stolen by Spates. Low block shot. And the Warriors tack on two more. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them two chances at the free throw line here. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
The Knicks making a switch here. Aflalo's checked in. Stolen by Grant.
I like the move to go 2-for-1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Galloway. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And he gets it to go.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half of the game. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors ahead. They lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
You know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Grant is up there with Vujacic. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Porzingis in the four-man position.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Sasha Vujacic. Knicks trail by 5. Outside Anthony. Pass to Lopez. He kicks it to Aflalo. It's stolen by Bogut. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Here's Barnes. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Langston Galloway's checked in for the Knicks. Aflalo goes in. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Here's Curry. He's got 16. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Thompson passes to Bogut. Back to Thompson. Here's Green. Shot clock at 6. Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble on their road trips, among other things.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
A different look for New York. Kevin Serafin is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And it's Calderon in for Carmelo Anthony. Galloway kicks to Calderon. Outside Williams. It's stolen by Curry. And it's Bogut atop the key. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry's shot is off. Knicks trailed by 8. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Warriors making a switch here. Clark's checked in.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
To the paint. Outside Williams. He tries for 3. Rebounded by Bogut. Warriors leading by 8. Feeds to Clark. There's the pass to Barnes. Clark kicks to Thompson. Dishes to Clark. Just 5 to shoot. Green left side. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Green's got 6.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
New York calls timeouts. And the Warriors with some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Ian Clark. Passes it to Vujacic. Fires it up. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Ezeli dishes to Iguodala. Hands it from downtown. Iguodala's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Porzingis, guarded by Green. To end the run, Anthony's shot is off.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
From deep, Iguodala. Another three for Golden State.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And he gets it to go.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
And it's Green missing. Knicks trail by 13. Here's Porzingis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And here's Thompson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. In the corner, Iguodala with it. That will count. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 11. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Barbosa is up there with Curry. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Iguodala, the pass to Curry. From deep.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
For the Knicks, Lopez, he's checked in for Afflalo. Vujacic comes in for Jose Calderon. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. It's Curry outside. Kept alive.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Barnes kicks to Curry. Shoots. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
And finally, someone scores.
I tell you what, Greg, it's not been pretty. I'll say that much. These offenses have been really struggling.
New York calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Anthony kicks to Vujacic. They set the pick to the left side wing. Here's Porzingis. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Barbosa has it in the corner. He feeds it to Spates. Pass to Barnes. Outside Curry. Spates dishes to Barnes. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here comes the break. Shot from the wing. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Anthony.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
And here's Green outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Porzingis passes to Grant. And it's blocked by Curry.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And here's Barnes for three. Tipped away. But they'll get another chance. Now Thompson. Outside Curry. Bogut kicks to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. And good on the basket. Book it. And that's 11 points for Draymond Green.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
And, Greg, I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at them.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for Sasha Vujicic. Out to the wing. Porzingis passes to Lopez. Grant outside. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Stephen Curry. He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Grant drops them both.
Big time trip to the line there, bringing this down to a one-possession game.
Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Up top, Curry. He's covered by Grant. Timeout called the Warriors. They're up by 3. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock is at 3. On its way from Curry for 2. And again, no good by Golden State.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. We're going to see what happens right here.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued